She's now one of the meanest.
The following contest is an 8-woman ladder match. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, Bayley!
Hey, despite what you think about Bayley, there's no denying what she's accomplished. The first Grand Slam champion in the women's division. And there's also no denying that Bayley has no problem stepping on anyone along the way. Because Bayley thanks herself for all of her accomplishments, and you can't argue with the results. Bayley knows how to win. Grown tired of being an underdog. She's tired of being overlooked. Has toppled every foe that stood in her way. Here comes the EST of WWE.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair!
Bianca's been exceptional her entire life. She earned all SEC and All-American honors in track and field at the University of Tennessee. If you just ask her, she'll tell you why she's better than everybody else. You got eyes, Byron, you understand. In the weight room, a beast in the ring. Bianca Belair could do it all. And she's got a lethal hair whip.
Against the wall, the pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of calm, they hear me roar.
I can guarantee you one thing here tonight. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Many have tried, many have failed.
And from Osaka, Japan,
Asuka has won multiple women's championships. She won the first ever women's Royal Rumble, even a former Money in the Bank winner. Domination and intimidation personified. You know, I really missed Asuka. You guys get it? Missed? I think I might vomit green liquid after that joke, Saxton. From fabulous to untouchable. Here comes a self-proclaimed most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Saxton, how many times do I have to tell you many other people make the same proclamation? This is the most beautiful woman in all of WWE. That is my unbiased opinion.
Yeah, sure it is.
and from Staten Island, New York,
Carmella's proven herself as one of the most talented in-ring competitors, but according to Carmella and Corey, she's also the best looking.
According to many people, Cole, you clearly just don't speak to the right people.
Well, Byron told me she wasn't best looking. Why are you being a snitch, Michael?
Would you take the advice on whiskey from someone who's never had a drink? I don't think so. Gone are the days of moonwalking. The trash talking remains, and let's be honest, I think we were all a little bit over the dance break thing.
Hey, I miss those dance breaks.
You're the one.
Here comes the man. The WWE Here comes the Queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
And from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair!
You know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the Queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego can be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
Got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the Queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on road duty.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Look who's on Raw! Little Miss Bliss!
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss!
Alexa has an athletic background of gymnastics, kickboxing, track, even weightlifting. And now Alexa Bliss, one of the most meanest and dangerous superstars of any size.
She's also highly intelligent, Saxton, and wouldn't appreciate you calling her the most meanest.
Don't tell her.
It's redundant.
And Alexa is indeed in love with herself. There is no doubt about that.
Love with herself and seemingly always angry at the rest of the world.
Alexa Bliss is nothing but kind to me, Saxton. She just must not like you.
Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Both a powerlifting and bodybuilding background, Dana Brooke hits harder than most inside the ring. Pound for pound, perhaps the strongest woman in WWE.
How long do we have to keep preaching about potential?
There's no doubt she has beauty, there's no doubt she has power, but she also has brains.
Did you guys know that Dana Brooke has never lost a match on the same day that Byron Saxton had a date?
Really?
That's right. Amazing. Byron, when was your last date?
Exactly.
Gentlemen, are you ready? I think Dakota Kai is about to get her kick.
I see what you did there. Look at that intimidating scowl. Byron, you look scared.
I am scared.
The following contest is an 8-woman ladder match. Making her way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
Ruthless attitude and ruthless kicks.
Half of the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. A woman who possesses incredible speed and toughness.
And no shortage of animosity. That's a good thing. She's scary, all right. The Queen of the Scots. flyer in the women's division. Oh, some will say that.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray.
Extremely arrogant and very disrespectful. I saw how this woman was talking to you, Byron.
Well, thanks for standing up for me, Michael.
No, I actually liked it.
There's a reason she's one of NXT UK's most successful competitors.
A ruthless competitor will do anything to stay atop NXT and NXT UK.
She's proven successful thus far.
From Glen Ridge, New Jersey, Casey Catanzaro.
Casey Catanzaro is a dynamo with a truly impressive athletic pedigree.
Indeed, a standout Division I gymnast, Casey Catanzaro has conquered some of the most difficult obstacle courses in the world.
You know what, guys? I'd be hard-pressed to name a woman with a brighter future, in my opinion, here in WWE.
What I love about Casey Catanzaro also is her versatility. She's proven herself not just as a capable singles competitor, but also a tag team competitor as well.
Mark my words, gentlemen, there are plenty more highlight reel moments to come from Casey Catanzaro.
Guys, you better get ready for the woman's rights.
And from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
So I have a question.
Why does Lacey Evans always seem so disgusted?
I have a question, too. Why does she think that you're a nasty?
Oh, I keep myself very clean. I don't know why.
There's a mirror backstage, Saxon. It's not rocket science.
Well, she may be beautiful, but I think Lacey Evans has an ugly attitude.
Well, the good news is Lacey Evans doesn't care what you or anybody else thinks.
There's some contempt behind that smile.
I'm here for it. She's beautiful, she's dangerous, and she is as classy as the day is long.
Here comes the evil genius of the sky.
Genius being the operative word.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Thinking about some of the accolades that Io Shirai possesses. She was a finalist in the Mae Young Classic and held the NXT Women's Championship for over 300 days.
An incredibly impressive feat from a world-class competitor. The genius of the sky preparing to take flight.
Has been ridiculed and written off her entire career, but here tonight she's looking to have the last laugh and crush the competition.
Anybody that's ever ridiculed Lana doesn't know what they're talking about. She's incredibly beautiful, Byron, incredibly talented. Byron speaks like 31 languages. Byron has none of those things.
Whoa, I know, but Byron's criticized all those things.
I did not. That's not true. I respect Lana. She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
The evil is mine.
say welcome to Alexa's playground.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa
It sounds ridiculous, guys, but Alexa Bliss is seemingly invulnerable since she embraced the darkness.
And she's turned her back on her former allies, except for that Lily doll.
The same Louis doll that's right underneath your chair.
Wait, what? What, are you serious right now? You scared me, Corey. Byron, is the old Alexa still in there? I mean, I'm kind of wondering, but I don't really want to find out myself. Hey, she seems happy.
And she's also about to turn the ring into her own personal playground.
Representing the Way from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
I don't get it. Candice used to be beloved, right? She was known as Candice Wrestling, and now she's somebody completely different.
That's because being nice never got Candice to the top of NXT. Now, that's where she exists, along with The Way.
Has competed in War Games, TLC, street fight matches, ready for anything.
She's even competed against the likes of, get this, Kevin Owens and Cesaro before joining WWE.
Destination destruction. Ending.
Well, the Masked Rider has finally arrived. Now this is how you make an
The
entrance.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
A woman who reinvented herself with her return to NXT and found a compelling ally in Shotzi Blackheart, winning the Women's Tag Team titles. Ember Moon always game, always ready, always focused. The first competitor to ever win both the Women's title and Women's Tag Team titles in NXT. Something tells me Ember's Law is about to be served tonight.
NXT gets to live once again.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, a little unorthodox, a little unusual, but very, very talented, and it always getting better. She's nuts. I say fun.
Well, before she was fun or nuts, she was actually revered by the NXT Universe. This version of Liv Morgan, not so much.
A once-in-a-lifetime talent, here comes China.
And from Redondo Beach, California, the Night Wonder of the World, China.
She is a bona fide trailblazer for women's wrestling, who's made history her entire career, especially during the Attitude Era. Yeah, what a career China's had, and of course her relationship with D-Generation X, putting her on the map. Former champion in her own right. A former Intercontinental Champion, Cole, and a women's champion. I'm excited for the upcoming display of athleticism we're going to get from China.
Yeah, how about the truly unmatched strength of China? Chyna's opponent is going to have her hands full. Here comes the powerhouse blonde bombshell.
And from Yorktown Heights, New York, the NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose.
Formerly God's greatest creation, right, Corey?
That's right. But even the man himself makes mistakes.
So judgmental, all because Mandy had a slight slip up at WrestleMania, Corey. You fell out of love with her? No doubt the highest profile win for Mandy Rose when she defeated her former partner Sonya Deville in a loser leaves WWE match at SummerSlam.
It's going to be an iconic NXT.
And representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay.
You know, there's just something about Billie Kay that I don't trust.
And what is that, Byron?
She seems so disingenuous. I mean, she smiles to my face, but I feel like she's making fun of me under her breath.
She is. Billie Kay and her best friend, Peyton Royce, have taken WWE by storm.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maurice.
I am all excited that Maurice is here. One of the longest reigning women's champions of all time. Of course, the wife of the A-lister, The Miz, but Maurice, she's an A-lister in her own right. You're absolutely right. Wait. That's my favorite part.
She has a very questionable attitude.
Nothing to question, Byron. The Glamazon, one of the most dominant women in WWE history.
Beth Phoenix looks poised for competition here tonight.
And from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You know, Beth Phoenix, one of the most powerful and intimidating women to ever compete in WWE.
You're absolutely right. It truly doesn't matter what kind of competitor you fancy yourself. When you lock eyes with the Glamazon, your first thought is retreat. The Glamazon steps into the ring tonight with one thing on her mind: annihilation.
The HBIC.
And Maddie in charge.
And Mia is always ready for a fight.
And their opponent, from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
Mia Yim with impressive performances in the first two Mae Young Classic tournaments.
Yeah, plenty of big match experience in NXT, competing at several NXT TakeOver events.
Ready to jump to that next level with a win here tonight. The irresistible force.
San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
There is no one else quite like Nia Jax. The only competitor to be in the men and women's Rumble on the same night. She's accomplished so much in her young career in WWE. The sky is the limit. She has the pedigree. Nia Jax.
From Glasgow, Scotland, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H.
Inspirational or delusional?
I'd say inspirational, motivational, impactful. How can you not be a fan of Nikki A.S.H.?
Easy. She's delusional.
Such a Debbie Downer.
What does almost a superhero mean?
It means you don't need superpowers to be a superhero. You can be a superhero by just doing the right thing, by just trying your best, Michael.
So if you left the commentary desk, would that make you a superhero, Saxton? Because that's the right thing.
That's a bad example, Corey.
And here comes Natalya.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
A third-generation star who at times has carried the women's division on her shoulders.
Up to that point, Natalya has won more matches than any other woman in WWE history. Natalya has a great mixture of mat wrestling skill as well as pure power.
The Queen of Hearts is about to hold court. On the rise, and what will be a tremendous career, here comes Peyton Royce.
And representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Well, she's one of the WWE's most skilled women's tag competitors, trying to break out as a singles competitor. Peyton Royce said she's tired of sitting and waiting for her spot. She'll take it by force.
Well, Peyton can back it up with a win here tonight. Look, Peyton Royce extremely talented. Her attitude, that's something else.
She's been nothing but sweet to me, Saxton.
Michael, Corey, you guys ready to feel the glow? Anyone? All right, just a minute.
Just because Naomi dances, that's not an open invitation
from
for you to go
Orlando, Florida.
Because Naomi's one of the most athletic superstars in the history of WWE. A former pro basketball cheerleader, professional dancer, Naomi can do it all from bell to bell. And one of the most fun and exciting entrances in all of WWE. Has the same effect on Byron Saxton that a laser pointer does on a cat. What, cat got your tongue, Saxton? A massive presence in the women's division.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
Alongside Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez won the first ever Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and were the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
Raquel Gonzalez, definitely a woman you want in your corner.
A true powerhouse of the game. Physically outmatches everyone she steps into the ring with.
Here comes Mickie James.
And from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
A six-time champion. Great in-ring IQ, exceptional grappling skills for Mickie James.
Oh, it's one of the most devastating strikes in the women's division. The mid-kick. Might have one ready for her opponent here tonight.
She has one ready for you. Hey, Byron, I think that there is a reckoning upon us.
I believe you are correct, and there is destruction to follow.
And their opponent from parts unknown, Reckoning.
Here's a woman who terrorized the Performance Center as part of Retribution, breaking windows, destroying the ring, and attacking superstars.
I think Reckoning is planning on that same treatment for her opponent.
Bad attitude right here. Oh, that mask is scary. Her opposition should be scared. The Queen of Spades about to grace the WWE Universe with true submission expertise.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler.
I love Shayna Baszler.
I'm going to agree with you, Cole. I'm going to go on the record saying Shayna Baszler might be my single favorite superstar in WWE. I love watching everything this woman is capable of.
Prepare yourselves. This is not for the weak of heart. Expert joint manipulation, unlimited aggression on tap. Focused on dominance, would rather submit opponents than gain a pinfall victory. She's a badass, plain and simple. Shayna Baszler. Saxton, welcome to the ball pit. Maybe some extra tokens, Saxman, maybe some extra cheese.
And from Oakland, California, Shotzi.
This is what happens when your parents don't show you enough attention as a child. There's no doubt she's one of the most unique women superstars in history. Has quickly earned success in NXT, even winning the tag team titles with Ember Moon. Saxton, I think you should lay down and play speed bump for that tank. I don't think that's a good idea, Corey. Why don't you just stand up in front of it? Just stand there. Just stand there. You won't make it hurt, don't you, Michael?
So it's better to follow a tank than have to face it.
Why don't you get up there and test that theory, Saxton?
That's good.
It's boss time!
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
A Grand Slam champion in WWE has won the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT women's titles as well as the women's tag team titles.
How about the time she competed in the main event of WrestleMania against Bianca Belair?
Arguably the best competitor in the women's division in WWE. Byron, time to put your hair up and square up. Well, you don't have any hair, but you get the point.
And from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Every time you see Sonya Deville step in the ring, she improves a little bit more. She's a little bit faster, a little bit tougher. The sky is the limit for this lady.
Sonya Deville, she's made history. Milestone. She competed in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, Elimination Chamber match, even the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Now the nightmare is real.
Rash, bold, and unashamed. Brutality has arrived.
And from Adelaide, Australia, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley.
The first ever woman to hold the NXT UK Championship has gone on to hold the NXT Women's Championship and the Raw Women's title.
And let's not forget, the first NXT competitor to ever put their title on the line at WrestleMania.
Send a message to the entire world in the 2017 and 2018 Mae Young Classic tournaments. Oh, here comes WWE's Chief Brand Officer, the true authority around here.
And from Greenwich, Connecticut, Stephanie McMahon.
I am so proud to call Stephanie McMahon my boss. She embodies everything a great leader should be. Grace, poise, dignity. And she's about to show the WWE Universe she can handle her business in the ring as well. Some would say that perhaps her attitude leaves a little bit to be desired. Well, they some. Not me, I'm just saying. This woman is just scary. You think? You're about to win
witnessed the human equivalent of letting a fox loose in the hen house.
From Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross.
One of the things, Corey, that Nikki's trying to do is concentrate on improving herself.
Well, I guess anything's an upgrade when you spent the last several years in a straitjacket.
Listen, Tamina's not going to waste your time. She's just going to punch you in the mouth and fight you.
And their opponent from the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
Tamina's come so close so many times to title glory in WWE for over a decade.
Finally, Tamina would experience that crowning achievement, becoming one half of the women's tag team champions alongside a fellow veteran.
Lightning from down under.
She's held the NXT UK Women's Championship and was the 2018 Mae Young Classic winner.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making her way to the ring from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Traveled the world before coming to WWE and especially made her name in Japan.
Toni Storm started training at the age of 13, one of the youngest competitors, but also one of the savviest veterans at this stage.
Certainly a dedicated superstar who now has a new focus.
Toni's got lots of potential, and she's getting better every day.
The girl with the shiniest wizard.
A competitor that's shown she possesses tremendous heart from bell to bell.
A true inspirational
And her
superstar.
opponents, first, from the Welsh Valleys, Tegan Knox.
This woman is the personification of resilience, has suffered multiple torn ACLs in both knees, yet still continues to give it her all in the ring.
Yeah, even shows a little knee brace faster with none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
A feel-good story every time Tegan Knox competes.
A superstar, a Hall of Famer that has influenced an entire
From
generation.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus has really redefined the Women's Championship in WWE. Many will argue she is the greatest female athlete of all time in WWE.
Determination in her eyes. She is